Good morning everyone, today is another pre-maintenance checklist video, which means I'm going to be reminding you what to do before the coming maintenance so that you don't miss out on current campaigns. But first of all, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Alright, so the very first thing I want to cover is, of course, the Melty Blood collaboration is going away right after the maintenance. So if there is anything that you want to pick up, or if there's anything you want to invest on, you might want to pick up those items before they go away. Now, the second scratch which is also going away is, of course, the PSO2 10th Anniversary Special Scratch Ticket. This has been around for quite some time. Unfortunately, the PlayStation 4 players, you never really had an opportunity to farm for these scratch tickets. The only way that you guys could have obtained this was if you bought an SG package, which actually gave you 10 of these tickets. So this reminder is really mainly for the PC players as well as the Xbox players who have played for quite some time. Make sure that you use all of your PSO2 10th Anniversary Special Scratch tickets, because once this goes away, all of those tickets are going to be absolutely useless. Now, the next thing is more of a reminder, and that is, of course, we currently have the pre-announced Urgent Quest schedule. I will leave this link in the description below, as it does convert everything into your local time zone. So we will have this pre-announced Urgent Quest all the way until the maintenance. Once maintenance is over, then we're back to fully randomized. Now, something to keep in mind is, even though we do have pre-announced Urgent Quests over here, there are still randomized Urgent Quests, which may still happen. So even though we have a schedule over here, it is possible to randomly have an Urgent Quest happen all of a sudden out of the blue. The next thing I want to talk about is, of course, PSO2 Day is coming up. Now, this is going to happen right on the day of maintenance. So as compensation, they have extended duration. As you can see here, this campaign will be held for 48 hours, as there is a scheduled maintenance set to be conducted during the campaign period. Please be aware that the normal duration of this campaign is 36 hours, so we are compensated a couple extra hours, and I do advise people to take advantage of this because, again, a little bit of extra rare drop rate as well as EXP earn does help quite a bit, and of course we get our free star gems. The next reminder is, of course, the limited time quest. There's currently a bunch of limited time quests which are rewarding the Stia expedition preparation ticket. Now, you have plenty of time to do all of these. You have all the way until December 7th, and right after December 7th, we actually get the Stia patch. So we can look forward to that. That's actually really soon. But basically, you want to work through all of these limited time quests slowly but surely, because we will be getting more and more of these limited time tasks as time goes on. As you can see here, I currently have 7 of the Stia expedition preparation tickets already. We currently can earn a total of 10. However, I do believe next week we will get more limited time quests, and it's just going to constantly give us more of these tasks to do. So you just want to slowly work through them, because you will be able to use these expedition preparation tickets in order to exchange for your Prim Libra weapons, which are an 8-star rarity weapon. Now, I know a lot of people aren't very impressed with the damage numbers. However, something to keep in mind is that these weapons are an elemental weapon. Elemental weapons always had lower base damage, however, they compensated by dealing elemental damage. So when you're attacking an enemy that is weak to the ice element, you actually deal additional damage. So even though the base attack stat of these weapons look really low at 601, don't forget it is an elemental weapon, so you will receive the benefits of dealing elemental damage, especially if you're fighting enemies which are weak to the ice element, which I think a lot of enemies are actually going to be weak to ice, as we are in a volcano region in Stia. The one that really confuses me is the one that we saw in the NGS headline, you know, the fire weapons. I don't really see a lot of enemies being weak to the fire element, unless we are maybe doing some backtracking, or maybe we go underground, or I'm not entirely sure, but I am a little bit confused on why those elemental weapons are of the fire element. Now, something else to keep note of is, of course, the potential. As we can see here, it says potency plus 18%, as well as HP recovery of 4% every 10 seconds. Now, this is only the level 1 potential. I saw a lot of people panicking, going like, dude, this is like no potency at all. This is a really weak weapon. It's garbage. This is only the level 1 potency. And looking at the AC support item select 4, if you go to the prize pool and you scroll all the way down, you can see over here, N unlock potential substitute level 5. I would not be surprised at all if when we get to the Stia region, all of our 7-star rarity weapons and 8-star rarity weapons can get to potential level 5. So assuming that is a thing, I would not be surprised at all if the HP recovery over here goes to something absurd, like 10% to 20% HP regeneration every 10 seconds. It might be something super crazy, nutty, and broken like that. Because think about it, when we're doing the geometric labyrinth, you are limited to the number of heals you have. And so having this HP regeneration weapon as a sub weapon, you're not using this as your main weapon for damage. You switch to this weapon when you're in a waiting room in order to regenerate your HP back before you start a boss fight, for example. This could be a very, very useful weapon to have as a sub weapon, or just having it in your arsenal since we have 6 weapon palettes, right? It's not very difficult to just switch a weapon palette, get that HP regeneration going. Once you're full HP, boom, you didn't have to use any of your healing consumable items and you can go on to the next stage. This might become a very, very useful and clutch item, because I know in the base game we had specific weapons which weren't very strong in certain scenarios. However, their weapon potential was extremely unique and extremely clutch in specific situations. A good example is of course the light stream weapons, where you just switch to the weapon and immediately it would fill up your PP bar to full. However, the internal cooldown will still tick down even though you're not using that weapon in combat. So in NGS language, I would use my Kaiser weapon, dump all of my photon power by spamming a ton of photon arts or techniques, switch to that weapon, boom, I'm full of PP again, I switch back to my Kaiser weapon and I continue DPSing. And I feel like in the Stia region, we're gonna start seeing a lot more weapons that might not seem very strong on paper, but offer very unique potentials which can be used in very specific scenarios. And last but not least is, if you do have Prime Gaming, make sure to receive all of your Prime Gaming rewards. If you click over here, you can see claim now, and you will be able to get a weapon camo, a little pocket watch, as well as Rappy shaped fritters. So make sure that you pick up these free items. Now, another thing I want to talk about just to hype everyone up a little bit is of course the Autumn 2022 special scratch. So this is basically like the 10th anniversary scratch ticket where you can earn these tickets by playing the game. And so it's very important to let you guys know that there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of cosmetic items here. Some of them aren't even weapon camos, there's emotes, there's accessories, there's a lot of items in this scratch. So I highly recommend that once the seasonal event kicks in, that everyone spend a little bit of time trying out the limited time quest, because that is how you farm these tickets. Now, if the limited time quest is not your jam, don't worry, the event shop is going to offer you a ton of these tickets. I believe you can get like 50 tickets from the event shop alone. However, keep in mind that you might need to wait until the second week to get all 50 of these tickets, but there's going to be a ton of free event scratch tickets, so please take advantage of that, as like this katana camo in particular, it was worth a lot of money in the base game, and Sega is offering this for free. So yeah, make sure that you do pick these up. This katana camo as well, you know, I'm just a big fan of katanas, all right? I just really like my katanas. And last but not least, if you did miss the keywords, they will be in the description below. There are 2 keywords. The first one is Lenovo_Legion, and the second one is sorry_about_the_keywords. Again, both of them will be in the description below in case you missed them, but if you follow my videos daily, you shouldn't have missed them. But anyway, there you go. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!
What can I say except you're welcome for the heals, the boosts, the